Hey guys, we are back. It's the Two Live crew. I want to say what up though to the crew.
What
What
up,
up, though?
though?
So I'll let Stick to the Script introduce this one. It's a series. So what is it called and what are we doing here?
How men become dogs? It's a 10 episode series.
Cameron, you're home early.
You having sex with another man in my bed? Dog, you can't knock.
And you ain't man enough for me.
What?
I don't remember the last time you did anything nice for me.
How can you say that? What about Valentine's Day?
We need to start being the type of men women really want.
What's that?
Dogs.
Gentlemen, I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know about being a dog. Class is in session.
So it shows these three men, and they all deal with breakups around the same time, and they went to go see a coach who teaches them how to kind of just get what you can out of a relationship with a woman. It's not to actually have a long-lasting relationship, just a one-night stand, or just to keep your heart out of the relationship and not get hurt again or brokenhearted again. So, ladies, how did y'all enjoy it? Didn't like it, or what did you think about it?
I got one word, and I'm gonna let First Lady Sasha. She's chomping at the bit to get at this. I'm gonna say one word that's kind of reminded me of, but just on a lower level, a lower scale rather. Hitch. Hitch.
The movie?
The movie Hitch.
I
I wouldn't
didn't
even
see it.
say Hitch.
I said
I
on a
wouldn't
much
even
lower
say
scale.
Hitch.
It seemed like they tried to pull from that the
Could
premise
have.
of it. And I just gotta say, I just felt like the cast of people, like the women, I'm like, girl, you not all that to be acting like this. You should be glad somebody tried to be with you. Nah, I'm just playing, guys. But the one thing that gets me is the couple where the girl was like, I want to go here, I want to do this, I want to buy this, I want to do this, and all of that. But what are you bringing to the table?
Mario got kicked to the curb.
Say what?
He's yesterday's news boo-boo.
Time out, B. What's the tea?
The tea is that I got tired of taking care of a grown-ass man. Okay, I'm the woman. I'm the one who should be taken care of.
And you were gonna be taken care of if you would have just been patient. Whatever happened to the days where a woman stuck close to her man when things got rough?
I want a man who can afford to dine at more than McDonald's. Okay? I want prime rib and Cabernet. I want ski trips to a Swiss chalet.
And she always said it was the small things in life that mattered. Bullshit.
Let me tell you what this Negro did. Okay? We were supposed to go out for Italian. You know he had the nerve to heat me up some Italian microwave dinners?
No, he did.
Yes, he did. The only time he took me out was for happy hour.
Girl.
I will admit he was kind of, he was on the come up or whatever. So he should just be honest about that. So maybe he wasn't ready to be in a relationship like that. But first of all, be able to handle yourself. Take care of yourself. And then if somebody come in your life, let that be a bonus to you or whatever. Let that be two whole people coming together. And if times get tough or if stuff go down or go wrong, you can work together with that. But I just felt like, girl, your weave is bad. You just walking around like you all that, and you don't look all that to me. And wait a minute, the guy that's teaching them how to be a dog, like he need to have several seats, okay? Several seats, okay? All right, I wouldn't give him the time of that. All right, so go ahead, First Lady Sasha.
Well, I'm not gonna talk about how people look.
I know that's why I didn't want to say it.
Because when you feeling somebody, they look different to you than they would look to the person they with anyway.
I will agree.
But my thing about this, okay, like Stick was saying, they all took this class because they had a relationship that they were hurt in. Okay, so they went to this class, they were hurt men. They took the class, and guess what? They continue to be hurt men.
No, he has been calling my phone like crazy, blowing it up, and leaving crazy messages.
You want no good man? You want no good man? I try to be a good man. You want no good man?
They did all of this. They were not happy. that half of them didn't know what they wanted. And the coach, we're not even gonna talk about his looks, but whatever this is, where you look into the camera and you talk, and then you wink. Who does that?
That's
So
called
I'm like,
breaking the fourth wall when you look into the camera.
so,
It's
but
like talking
you
to you.
know, yeah, and even the talking to the camera was fine, but that wink thing got on my last nerve. That was ridiculous because I think he was on a whole different mindset than who he really was to me.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
it didn't have any closure. It just, come on, they did all of this to do what?
to
What did
do
they
what?
accomplish?
Nothing.
You wasted your time. And I understand you invest time in people, but you invested time to reap more time. It's just, I don't know. It was just a waste. It was just like a vicious circle to me.
But do
The
you
web
think it
series.
was a good web series? Was it entertaining and stuff like that?
I think it was entertaining. I think it was comical more than anything. Because I don't think anything was serious. I wouldn't have thought anything was serious because you couldn't seriously think some of the actions you took was gonna result in something serious. So I think it was all funny.
They didn't want to be something serious. They wanted to be dogs, right? So let's let Sticks talk about it. This is this is
Right.
this is what happens when you let the male pick a web series.
But I did think it was entertaining, though. It was entertaining.
It was
some parts that I
entertaining.
thought was funny, and the parts that I was like, "Come on, nobody would do
Yeah,
that."
Do y'all feel like, before I let Sticks talk, do y'all feel like it made black women look bad? Like,
Yeah,
it did.
Okay, because that's the kind of thing I felt.
There was one white girl in there. She looked pretty bad too.
And I was like, "Hey, got the white girl in here," but yeah. But go ahead, Sticks. Tell us why you picked this movie.
Yes, and tell us, would you go to such a course?
He already took the course.
But the dog in him.
So interesting because it was just like you said, it's entertainment. But within entertainment, there are some things that you can look at and be like, that has either happened or those are things that people bring up. Regardless of what type of show or entertainment, men and women have these things. All I'm saying is some things tell truths, even through entertainment and comedy. And also, another man, he was broke. That was what it was. I heard you've heard that narrative go by. But the one guy, I don't know too much about his background, but he came home and his woman, sorry, not wife, was in the bed with another guy at his place in his bed. Now, those things happen. Men don't like talking about them. Which, ladies, if y'all have talked to men or dated men, they may mention it. Those things are real. Men don't know how to react because we don't roll in the realm of emotion. This is something that we would defer that to you. Not to say it's less or anything like that. It's just something that you were brought up. You can understand. Men, when they get saddened, heartbroken, disappointed, there's only a couple of reactions that we have been led to believe that is like our truth. That's either getting angry, getting even, or finding somebody to mess around with, but not let them get to your heart again. That is what happened, and this is what the portrayal was in this web series. So I enjoyed it for entertainment. It did have some truth to it, which we can actually see some things. There was some truth to it, and you can see self-reflection too. Some men can see self-reflection in the story, in the silly story as it went. So that's all I got to say right now. So,
So
ladies,
have you been a little bit of all three of the guys? Three guys. Have you experienced a little bit of all
yeah, of
three?
course. But this is one thing I noticed as a man, we've always been told you're not good enough, you failed, or you disappointed me. When you say that to a woman, her world crumbles. She can't handle that. I believe, and I've seen it where they cannot handle when you say you did not, this is where you failed at. So that's all it was. My man thought he had a real relationship after like 2 or 3 months. That was crazy. So
yeah.
Okay, so the broke character, he wasn't broke, he was cheap. Let's say that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he did seem cheap.
Yeah, you cheap.
Waiting
that
for
was cheap.
his
So
promotion.
you don't come at no woman being cheap. Like, you could be, counting your dollars or whatever. But how you gonna have 2 little lean cuisines and a wine talking about we have an Italian and then get mad? Like, it's just kind of, to me, showing, he didn't value her. To me, that's just my opinion. Like, there's a difference between broke and cheap. And he was just cheap.
Yeah.
The guy that came home and caught the woman cheating on him, you know what I'm saying? Like, why was he with her in the first place? Like, he never saw no red flags that she really ain't down for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just seemed like, I feel like, let me go look and see who wrote this, because I feel like it definitely was a hurt man that wrote this
Absolutely.
situation.
I think so.
Like, he's struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe some women do like dogs or whatever, because that seems to be the narrative for a lot of stuff. But I know plenty of women that prefer not to have a dog.
The sensitive guy.
The sensitive guy. Like, to me, those are the guys that end up married, to a woman that they loving on and stuff. But I don't know. So maybe because it was wrote from a male perspective, I felt like it was all BS. Like, get the heck out of here with all this.
We've heard from the women community, but like I said, this stuff has some truth. I didn't say the total truth. I said it is one-sided to a point, but you do see women who go after guys who ain't worth a damn, and you ladies, your peers, like those men. It's a thing called monkey branching for a reason. A woman sees something else. She's comfortable with this guy, but something about that guy is something about him. I can swing on over there and see what's up. I can take my time, but I can always come back because I already have this safe space over here with this man. Tell me if there's a lie. There's men that are abusive in their talk, and women stay with them. There's men that are cheap and broke that women support, and they stay with them. They're unhappy, but that's what they were showing. They're showing you a different side, or they showing you more of what men did. I'm not gonna say, I don't know how many men my age or older still do this dog mentality, but I can tell you when you're younger, if you come across that, you don't have no regrets, and you gonna go in on this type of thing with women. If you ever had some woman pierce your heart for the good reasons, and then something happens where she leaves, you will feel a certain way. Men don't always it's not manly to put your hands on a woman. It's not manly to break her stuff. You know what you do? You get even by messing with other women, even if it's her friends, her family and stuff. I've seen it before. It's ugly. That's all I really can say about it. It's some truth in this story.
You choose a certain type of person over and over again. And I think that it could be something subconscious in you where, say that you was ridiculed a lot as a kid or something like that, or you had dominant women in your life, and you seem to choose a woman who want to argue with you, who want to do this and all of that with you. You choose a woman that don't want you to show her goodness or something like that. Like, you keep choosing the same kind of people. It's just like for women choosing the same kind of man. And this is how sometimes people miss a person that could be for them, because they looking for that certain whatever, that certain thing, but you might miss this person over here that really could be good for you, and you really could work good together. I guess sometimes women don't want you to be doggish, but sometimes they want you to be more assertive as a man. Like, you don't have to bow down to me. I don't want that. Like,
Julian is weak and pathetic. I don't need weak, sensitive, spineless men around here. Make me feel like I'm weak and powerless and defeats the purpose of having a man in the first place.
True power is wielded quietly.
Oh, did you just tell me to shut up?
No.
the one girl, she just had a bad attitude altogether. She just needed the whole attitude adjustment, and we have women like that. And then one thing I do not like is when men say that women are emotional. Like, it just make it seem like we're like, oh my God, we're gonna fall apart. Everything is happening. But I don't, I don't necessarily feel that we are that emotional. I mean, we can be. I don't feel like we hysterical, and just go crazy. Some women are, but for the most part, like, I'm not about to jump off a bridge, because you don't call me.
It's a complicated. No, I was just saying it's a complicated situation. I feel like I haven't figured it out because, I'm not married. You know what I'm saying? Never have been. So it's something I ain't doing right. So I'll take responsibility.
How you know something you ain't doing? Maybe you overlooking somebody.
Could be, but I feel like for the most part, I ain't never wanted a dog. I never want to be dog. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But there you go.
And I'm sure.
But wouldn't you agree that if a man is not doggish, but you want assertive, you don't want a man that you can run and rule over, right? Or do
no, I don't want a man I can run and rule over.
Right.
Like that's.
But same time,
like that, though.
Same time, I was married to a man that he was very laid back. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I wasn't able to run over him, but everybody else didn't see that part of him. Mm-hmm. Now, when we go home, we like, look, I didn't like that. Yep. I think you need to tell. But that's part of being a husband. He's supposed to be able to bring me back to where I need to be, without displaying that in front of everybody. Because if you're talking to me, talk to me, not at me. Right. So it's a different, and it goes both ways. When I talk to him, I'm talking to him, not at him, and definitely not in front of people, because that's not where you air your business.
Yeah, I haven't been through nothing crazy, but I've been through some things that have mentally drained me, emotionally drained me, dealing with relationships. And when you go through those type of things, regardless of what you want to call it, heartbreak, disappointment, whatever, you got to have some self-reflection. Was it me? Did I help this woman out? Did I help myself to the situation? Did I allow some mess to go down? But like First Lady, I'm the same way. I'm not going to argue with you in public. I'm not going to argue with you at our get-together. I'm not going to argue with you in my family. She helps me out. There's a reason why we believe in helpmate. So I do believe in these things. It's disappointing when I see good women, and I do mean good women because I had conversations with them. They mess with the wrong guys. They get impregnated by the wrong guys. They in situations where it makes me upset. So all I'm saying is, as men, there is something where I think we want to share things with women, but it's very difficult because we've been betrayed about our emotions. We're not supposed to show you that I'm hurt and this is how I react, because when I do, we don't know how women are going to tell her friends or how she's going to react or how she's going to act after the fact that I showed you a vulnerable side, because we've been betrayed. We've been betrayed before. So brothers can actually write in and say stuff. You've been betrayed. See, when a woman shares her feelings to a man or her girls, you know who you can talk to, but you also, if somebody says something, you might not feel as betrayed, but you might feel betrayed. But it's different with a man. If I show you any type of chink in my armor, my wound, you are going to be like, oh, he ain't this. That's how that one guy was. I'm
gonna have to stop you there, Sticks, because that's just like saying, all white people are racist when some white people march with Martin Luther King. So we're gonna go ahead and get this movie Fagos because we're running out of time. But like, you can't put us all in one category like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel like women are all, don't want to see a man with emotions, I'm just going to correct you and say that's incorrect. Okay, so let's get it some Fagos.
3.5 orange.
I never said that, but okay.
I know. We're going to have to revisit this.
Yeah, well, let's revisit this.
Right. We can revisit it.
I'm going to say the editor, you was wrong for using that Final Cut Pro box music, but you did a good job otherwise. I'm going to give it 3.5.
But I'm talking about that's one, and then the other one is like the one that First Lady said was from the woman's point of view, which I think we should follow up on if we That's a
What
bonus.
would happen if I click this
That's the
button
one
that
with
say
Vivica
leave?
Fox. And she also had more than one movie. What you say? What you say?
Trixie is ready to go, yo. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. No,
we got to get
it's
y'all
almost
Fagos.
10 o'clock, yo.
Okay.
We've been on here since whatever time. Like,
I
it's
know.
time to go.
I got FaceTime dates. I got it, man. I got it, man.
Okay. So, so like I said, and if I'm honest with you guys, I didn't finish it. Not because I didn't want to. I'm going to finish it. But I think I got to episode 6 or 7.
Oh, man, come on. See?
So,
She can't talk, man.
it was hard to get it all in. I kept falling asleep.
I did too. I watched it, listened to it while I was asleep.
I don't think it was that, but just that I've been tired because I've been moving. So that's
So
all.
the
That's why I got this hat on, y'all. He called it my mama hat. Y'all see that? I'm
Auntie
your
Tanya.
Auntie Tanya. You know what I'm saying? Catch me at the dollar store.
Trixie got one of those hats too. She got one.
Trixie,
somewhere.
she would never. Okay,
I would.
Trixie, the
First lady might have one. She might have
First
one. That's
lady
her
only
mama hat.
got church hats. Church hats, first lady.
I got both. I got casual hats.
I know you don't. No, you don't.
She admitted. It's too late now. She admitted.
I'll show y'all the hat.
Okay.
Hold on, guys.
This was our Sticks pick.
And
yes,
I hope y'all enjoyed it.
And we hope you enjoyed it. So Sticks.
Yeah, I got more to come too. I got more to
movie.
come. I got stuff. I got stuff for people. So.
I was trying to get us to do something more with the times, but Sticks.
Okay, we got 9 minutes. So stop it. Okay. So I did enjoy the movie. It did keep me engaged because I wanted to see what was gonna be next. So I will give it 4 Fagos. Not the kind of story I would like, but they did a good job.
I enjoyed what I saw. It does have some criticism about some things, real life as well as the production. But I give it 4 Fagos. I enjoyed it. It was something to laugh at, something to think about, and it was entertaining. Pretty much gave it a pretty good, decent rating. So
yeah, it got a lot of hits too, and that's why I'm
it's about 3.5. It's about 3.5. Man,
now the only thing I didn't like was that they didn't finish the series. I felt like as if they did not finish the series.
They are going to pick it back up, but how
long
ago
has
it been?
But it's been a year, but it takes some time to do a production like that. You see, they had to switch characters in the middle, and they said, act like you didn't notice that this guy changed in the middle of the series. But look at these comments. Men never want to be dogs. They are pushed into that behavior by women. You don't see that? So people are very engaged with this, like all of these comments. They got a lot of views, all of that kind of stuff. So the lame would end up with the white girl. That's
the emotional man.
I didn't say that. Pac-Mania.
Pac-Mania.
This really is a good show. I have been watching it like it was a Netflix or something. So yeah, the people have spoken. I think it brings that dialogue up about.
It was entertaining.
Yeah. For the hat team, that's a pretty hat. Yeah, it's a pretty hat.
Thanks.
I'm gonna have it on.
I want to give a shout out to Stick to the Script because he really did put his foot down on this one. It was a good one to do review, and y'all entertained. So you're welcome.
But dog in here.
Yeah, he wanted us to know why he became a dog. Yeah.
Right.
Why must I feel like that? Why must I? All right. Well, thanks for watching. We're not gonna do a trending topic today. Y'all know what it is. Stay woke. Yeah, stay woke. All right. Peace out.
Mama hats on too.
Click and subscribe.
Click and subscribe.
Yes. Like.
And share this video.
Share.
All right.
Tell me what you think about these hats too.
No comment on that. I already know.